What's going on, bro? Welcome to the video. As you can tell by the title, today I'm just going to be talking about how I built my dream physique and pretty much maintained it at this point. We got a lot of things to go over, so go ahead and grab yourself a piece of pen and a paper so you can write this stuff down. That way you can start building your dream physique and pretty much maintain it when you have it, right? So do have a lot of things to go over, so just a little bit of background about myself here before we get started. I've been training for, I think it's going around 9 or 10 years. Started when I was like 17, 18 years old. I was still in high school. I used to play soccer, but then soccer ended for the season. So second half of like high school, I had to find out like something to do to stay active, because honestly, I didn't really want to, live like my family. They're a Hispanic family, so it kind of, runs in the family, like they're a little bit overweight and stuff like that. And I really didn't want to be like that myself. And I also wanted to get attention from girls, because I've always been a shy kid. So it's pretty much why I got into lifting in the first place. Just to look better, feel better, more confident. Essentially, that is what happened. So basically, I just started doing like mini workouts in my basement. My dad had a couple like free weights that he had when he grew up, so he kind of kept them, and just used those. Also had bought a pull-up bar that you can just put on your door, and just like a regular dumbbell set where you can like take the plates off. It was like 20-25 pounds. So, and basically a jump rope for cardio. So basically was just doing that, just finding like at-home workouts that you could find on YouTube, everything like that. And then I pretty much came into, this is the time where like fitness influencers kind of started to surface in the social media era, because they had Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff was basically becoming popular. That is when I ran into Christian Guzman. He's the owner of Alpha Elite, if you don't know. And that's basically when my fitness journey began, right? So seeing him prep for a show and track all of his meals, like macros. That's where I first found out about like macros. If it fits your macros, that diet, that trend came about. So I pretty much did that. Got a workout split as well from Chris Jones from Pump Chasers, if you know who that is. He's pretty well known in the fitness industry as well. Also had bought some plans from like Nick Bear, the owner of BPN. So I did some of his programs, and also David Lade, when he was getting popular as well, he had a free powerlifting program. So I've done a lot of programs, and pretty much at this point I've built my own for myself and what I like to do. So without further ado, here is how you can build your dream physique and pretty much maintain it at this point. So first off, you're gonna have to find a split that you like to do, whether that's bro split, push-pull legs, the Arnold split, whatever you like to do. Just find one that you like and stick to it, because obviously you want to go into the gym and enjoy it. This shouldn't be like a chore or like clocking into work. You're going into the gym to better yourself, so you have to like it, right? So obviously if you dread going to the gym, you're not going to enjoy your workout, you're not going to enjoy your diet, you're not going to enjoy anything. You're just going to dread it. And essentially that is why people fall off in the first place, right? They start and they fall off. They realize that it's too hard, or it's boring. They don't like the thing that they're doing. So like I said, you really have to find out what you like to do in the gym, whether that's all those splits that I mentioned. Some people like to do upper, lower, that kind of split. So any powerlifting program as well. So highly recommend what I did in the first place. Like if you were really confused, go ahead and find a fitness coach that obviously knows what they're talking about. Like if they have a physique that you want, go ahead and see if they have programs available. Just buy one. I still have my programs in my phone that I bought, so they're basically just in my ebooks. I never really use them, like I said, because I just built my own program for myself. So that is the first thing you're going to want to do. Obviously, just find a split that you like to do. I do push-pull legs, and then arms, and then push-pull legs again. So like I said, it's really up to you what you like to do. Just find one, stick to it, because that's going to be the most important thing. And then as you're running your split and you choose which one you like to run, go in there and limit yourself 30 to 45 minutes to do and finish your workout, because you do not want to be in there 1 hour, 2 hours max. If you think about it, going into the gym to work on yourself, better yourself, and if you're in there for more than an hour, you're more than likely just lollygagging. You're not pushing yourself. You're probably on your phone, you're talking to people, walking around, whatever the case may be, right? So I like to limit my workouts 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the max. Depends on if I'm doing cardio or not. Yeah, go in there, lock in, better yourself, push yourself. You should be sweating, and anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes in between your sets, depending on how many sets you are doing. So, you want to keep your rest times, pretty low, because you want to build that muscle and chase that pump. So go in there, lock in 30, 45 minutes at the most if you are strictly just lifting weights. And then the next thing that you're going to want to do is to lock into your diet, right? This is going to be the most important thing. And I kind of realized this, 1 to 2 years in my journey when I first found out about Christian, the if it fits your macros, diet. And if you don't know what macros are, it's basically your fats, your carbs, and your proteins, how much you need to be eating each and every single day. So you need to find out how many calories your body is burning in a day to maintain your body weight. So you need to figure that out and then split up your macros accordingly. If you don't know how to do that, obviously you need to go out there and do some research. Plenty of videos out there. I pretty much have a video as well somewhere in my channel as well. You can find it. It's pretty simple. We live in a day and age where AI will probably calculate it for you. So just go into chat GPT, type in your height, your weight, your male or female, pretty much just tell it to calculate the macros in order to maintain your body weight, right? So pretty simple. This is what I found out has worked out for me the most, is if it fits your macros, because it gives you that flexibility. You're not on a certain meal prep. You're not, limiting your carb intake, your fat intake. It's basically whatever your body needs in order for you to maintain your weight, or to gain weight, or to lose weight, right? So this is what I've always liked the most. It's helped me keep flexible foods in my diet as well, especially if you want to have a refeed day as well. That can play a big part with you losing weight as well. So you just really got to learn your body and pretty much, what foods help you to perform better and to look better, right? So that is my suggestion to you. Pretty much find out your macro intake and what you need to be eating in order to build muscle, lose body fat, and start creating your dream physique. Supplements. So a lot of people like to mistake this because supplements is basically an industry, and they pretty much just want to sell you, their products. Take this, build your testosterone. Take this, build muscle. Take this, lose weight. Take this. There's not a secret pill out there that's going to help you, do a certain thing, build a certain thing. It's all an industry, right? They just want your money, just like anything else. So there's really only 2 main things that I take in order for me to maintain my physique and build my physique that I built, right? So these 2 I've always taken, I've always recommended for people to take. And basically it is a pre-workout / a pump product. So stack those 2 together. And then a whey protein isolate, right? So, obviously pre-workout and pump products are going to help you in the gym massively, especially if you're trying to progress and push as much blood into the muscle as possible to make it grow. And then your protein, obviously if you struggle to, eat a lot, if you don't have a, good appetite to, eat 200 grams of protein, easy way to get protein in is through that whey protein isolate. And it doesn't really matter when you take it, as long as you take it in the day to achieve your calorie intake, right? So don't get it overcomplicated. I know the supplement industry is very, very confusing at times, right? And like I said, there's no magic pill that's going to help you lose weight, lose body fat. It's all going to come down to you and your diet and your training split. So I would just highly recommend that you find a pre-workout and a pump product that you like, or from a company that you trust. And then any sort of protein powder, just make sure that it is whey isolate. But like I said, you don't necessarily need these. These are pretty much the only two that I've taken throughout my journey, and these are the ones that have been consistent. So, but I'm actually going to be doing a 2-week extreme weight loss protocol. So I'll share that here in the next couple of weeks. Just keep an eye out for that video, because I am going to be taking some other stuff just to help me out. I would also recommend like a multivitamin or a fish oil. I don't take creatine, so creatine is usually found in like your red meats, and it can also be in your pre-workout as well. So not necessary at all if you're eating the red meats, or if you're taking a pre-workout that has creatine in it. So, and then the last and final thing, a lot of people like to neglect, or they just like to mainly focus on this one thing, and that is cardio, right? So you have to implement cardio because it's overall just generally healthy for you and your heart and your cardiovascular system. This is how you're going to live longer, because without your heart, there's no way for you to live, right? So you want that to be strong and healthy, and that is only going to come from your cardio. So if you are really trying to maximize your fat loss, I highly recommend 20 to 30 minutes of steady state cardio on the Stairmaster. I believe the Stairmaster is the greatest form of cardio if you're trying to lose weight. It's very challenging, and it makes you break a sweat, and that's basically what you want. Helps you burn a lot of calories in a short period of time, and that is what you want if you are trying to build your dream physique, if you're trying to look aesthetic, trying to be a Greek god, if you're trying to get ripped, get that six-pack that you've always dreamed of having. And that's what I would recommend to you. If not, you can go ahead and do 30 to 45 minutes of steady state cardio on an incline treadmill. That works as well. Basically like 2.5 to 3 speed on the highest incline. Like I said, you really just want to break a sweat, burn as much calories as you can in like a short period of time, because that will put you in a calorie deficit. But you don't mainly want to focus on cardio for weight loss. The main weight loss that is going to come is from building muscle. So when you build muscle, it actually raises your metabolism and it accelerates your expenditure. So that is going to help you burn more calories throughout the day, because when you break down the muscle and you build the muscle, your body is still working after your workout. It's burning even more calories to repair the muscle that you just broke down, right? So that's basically how you're going to get shredded. You're going to build muscle. You're going to look aesthetic, going to look like a Greek god. So as long as you follow these 4 steps, you should have your dream physique anywhere between 3 and 6 months if you are consistent, if you are training hard, and if you are sticking to your diet, doing your cardio, and everything like that, right? There is going to be other things that play into consideration, like your sleep and your water intake, your electrolytes, but I just mainly want to just focus on the main things that help me, build my physique and put me where I'm at today. Pretty much satisfied at this point in time with my physique. If I want to build more muscle, I'm obviously going to have to go into a bulk, but I don't know how much more muscle I can build naturally. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. I feel like if I go on a bulk, I'm not going to put that much muscle on. So I'm kind of looking into other, ways to build natural muscle. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, obviously if I do take anything, I will share it on the channel, like I said. But like I said, I wanted to just focus on the main things that's helped me build my dream physique to where I'm at today. And I just want to help you guys as well, you know, be the best versions of yourself. So if you made it this far into the video, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Go out there, keep killing your goals, keep chasing your dreams, and build that dream physique that you've always dreamed of having. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.